Hi everyone, welcome to Matt's Spellbook. I'm your host Peter, and basically we are going to get into some Power Series today. So, I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday today. So, let us get started, shall we? Study timer is activated. So let's read a little bit more about Power Series, because we did get into a little bit about Power Series for Hey Tyrion, how's it going? What's the best part of your day so far, my friend? Yeah, but unfortunately we're gonna need Power Series to get to this next part of differential equations. Actually, I was doing Infinite Series yesterday, or at least going over like some of the stuff that I forgotten for like Infinite Series. But, you know, I was starting to learn a little bit about power series at the end of last stream, so I thought why not just continue on with that, because I haven't done power series before. So because I think the thing that we were wondering is like, how do we get the interval of convergence? Like not the how to get it, but how to know when the interval of convergence you have to put the less than or equal to symbol or the greater than or equal to sign. Just finished my complex analysis power series chapter last week, going through residues this week. Oh, nice. That's good. Let's see here. Okay, let's just read up a little bit here. Okay, important facts. Follow the bulleted list summaries. Summarize some important facts about power series. Okay. So the convergence power series is convergent at specific value of x if its sequence of partial sums converges, that is, the limit exists. Okay. If the limit does not exist, the series is said to diverge. Okay. You can do something like the limit test that gives you the interval, the endpoints you test individually. Yeah, like that was the thing I didn't think I found out until like after stream. So that was when I actually was like, oh, okay, I guess I gotta test each one to make sure that I know which one works. Because I figured out how the radius of convergence, like, I guess how we get R in this case. Like, I'm not going to say I understand the radius of convergence, but I'm basically saying that, oh, in order to get R, like, you know, you have to remember this expression. Correct, you test them individually. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I don't, actually, where is it? I want to make sure that, because I think I'm probably going to redo the problems I did yesterday, because I don't think I will remember all the answers, so hopefully that is what we can do. Let's see, the interval of convergence. Okay, every power series has an interval of convergence. The interval of convergence is the set of all real numbers, x, for which the series converges. Okay, the center of the interval of convergence is the center A of the series. The radius of convergence. The radius is an interval of convergence, blah, 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 blah. If R is greater than 0. Okay, then the power series converges at is less than, and it diverges when it's greater than. Okay, when it's greater than the radius. Let's see. If the series converges at a center A, then okay, so if it converges on A, then that means the radius is 0. Okay. If the series converges at all x, then we write that the radius is infinite. Ooh. See, when I learned this, like, I think I was watching a lecture by the Math Sorcerer when he was lecturing on this in his differential equations course. Like, you could find it on YouTube. I thought this part was interesting, because if it converges on A, then basically, like, it's 0, there's like no radius at all in this case, or the radius is equal to 0. I shouldn't say there's no radius at all, but yeah. The series converges for all x, the radius is infinite. I thought that was pretty interesting, because it seems like it kind of gave me a little bit of like all possibilities type of thing. Sorry, the ads kicked in. I missed your comment. No, I just basically said, I was just basically saying, I kind of have an idea where R comes from, the radius. Let's see, absolute convergence within an interval. The convergence of the series converges absolutely. In other words, if x is an interval of convergence and is not an endpoint of the interval, then the series absolute value converges. Because I think the problems we were working with last time, they were all revolved around the ratio test. Okay, so yeah, like after yesterday's stream, I just basically tried to look up why exactly does certain why is it that certain symbols are used for like the interval, and I was like, I wasn't understanding that. So doesn't mean I understand it now, it's just that I'm like, oh, you have to test each one. Oops, that didn't look right. Yeah, the from the absolute. Oh, you typed stuff like before that. Okay. It could also converge at one point or everywhere. Yeah, from the absolute convergence ratio test. So yeah, I even went on ChatGPT. Like, I know ChatGPT is not, I guess, quote unquote, reliable when it comes to this stuff, but I actually asked ChatGPT, do you always have to do the ratio test with this? And apparently ChatGPT said, like, basically it's like, I think like its answer was like most of the time yes, but at the same time it's like, I think there was like also like some room for like other tests to be used, but from what I remember from yesterday, a majority of the problems we did, they involved the ratio test, which I'm not complaining because the ratio test is my favorite test. It's so much easier to apply. I mean, for me anyway. As the limit of n goes to infinity, and we know what this is gonna, well, oops. So it's going to be n on the top, and then negative 1n times. Oh, Fizzbuzz is here? Hey, Fizzbuzz, how's it going? What's the best part of your day so far, my friend? Yeah, you test the endpoints for a given value of x. Those endpoints require you to know other tests like harmonic series, convergence of limits. Okay. Just want to make sure I greet all of you properly when you come into the chat. Okay, so the limit. So do this, do that. X here. Little bit of math trickery here. And then as the limit. So we're left with negative 1 times n x. Okay. So I think we can just like reduce this even more with n going to infinity. Best part of my day as a ooh, breakfast burrito. Num nums. That sounds really delicious. Was it like, did it had enough spice for you? I don't know if breakfast burritos have spice in them. Usually when I hear a burrito, I usually associate that there will be a little bit of spice in them. Hopefully it's good spice though. Because these two ends, they have the same exponential sign, and I think we can take away the negative part. I mean the negative part because it's supposed to be the absolute value. So these two, basically, if you take the infinite series of those, oh wait, hold on. We have to put the limit there. I almost forgot. Yeah, is the limit. So to infinity. Thus we're left with x, the absolute value of x. So the absolute value of x is less than the radius. So in this case, it has to be 1 here. And then if that's the case, then it's going to be... Now we have to test each one to see if they work for x. So since you're taking the absolute value, you can always ignore things like negative. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so now we have to test each x. So if it's 1, then basically we have 1. And then x will continue going on for infinity, thus leaving 1 unchanged. And then basically if this is 1, 2, it will alternate between odd and real numbers. Now for -1, it will depend on the sign. So basically as it goes to infinity, basically n will get closer and closer to 0. This will just keep alternating signs. And if x is -1, then -1 will also continue to alternate between signs. So we have an alternating series, and usually I think an alternating series, if it's like an alternating harmonic series, I think that converges, but a regular harmonic series diverges. I remember a regular harmonic series diverges, so -1, x is -1, that... I think that works, but it doesn't matter if it says think. I have to actually like think about. I have to keep in mind about that. Alternating series, alternating and decreasing necessarily converges. Thanks, Jeff Bros. how are you? What's the best part of your day so far, my friend Jeff? These is a specific test. Right. So -1, yeah, -1. It basically it alternates, and if it's +1, then basically it will just be it still alternates. Does it? Because then if 1 goes, yeah, because then like squared, like all the even exponents will basically continuously alternate. But then again, you can also... I finally get to relax and work on oh, nice. With your thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. And every term in the sum has to be smaller than the previous one. Right. So if we let's just see what happens. So let's say if we just do the partial sums, let's see how they work. So I can get a better visualization of this. So does it start at 1? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it starts at 1. So we would have -1 on top, and then we would have this on the bottom, and then we would have this here, and then plus it would be +1, and then on the bottom would be 2, and then we would have 2 here, and then that would also equal 1. And then if we have and then 3 here, and then... Oh wait, hold on. What am I doing? It's supposed to be 1, not, and then 1 would be there, so... And then they would alternate between 1, yeah, so... And this is when x is equal to 1. So when x is -1, oops. I think it's better for me to see it visually, so that way I can know what I'm talking about. And so yeah, that would be 4, and yeah, there we go. So then if it's a -1, then basically we would be left with, it'll be -1 times -1 would be 1, and then basically if it's -1, yeah, then that would be just regular 1, and then basically, so this stays the same. So then we do -1 times like -1 to the 3rd power, that would give it a negative, and then basically that would be a -2, so then this will be positive. Okay, so it's kind of like going, so it's like a harmonic series. So so I think this is the correct way to interpret it. And I think the radius has to be 1 in this case. Check, because it's supposed to be -1 to the n, and then x here. So then when we have it +1, then basically it'll just be 1 for every, yeah, it'll be 1 for every one of them. And then -1 here, +1, -1, and +1, because these are evens. These are the even ones. This one will be negative, because every odd one will be negative at this point. And then practically the same, but this one is like, this is practically like going forth here. Because I think this series is no, it's not. Is it harmonic? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because it's, there's no like p, like there's no exponent here. And the radius, will include the endpoints, because they are both convergent alternating series at the endpoints. Your half should have a -1. Should be negative for x is equal to -1. Are you sure? Because when you have like n equals 2, then basically this is going to be squared, and then when you square a negative number, it becomes a positive number. That's the reason why I left it positive. Let's see, this one's number 1, right? Let's take a look. I think that was chapter 6. Yeah, chapter 6. Chapter 3, chapter 4. Actually, I'll expand this so that way we can see it better. I don't want to scroll too fast because I don't want to see the other answers. 4, 5, 5.2, 5.1. Okay, it's right here. So it's not including -1. So what we got? Yeah, we didn't include -1, so that is correct. Nice. And radius is 1, so that's good. Okay, I think I'm starting to get a little bit of an idea how it works. A little bit. Let's try another one. Let's pick on one that we didn't work on. I think we worked on 1, 2, and 3. Let's try working on 4. So that way it doesn't seem like I'm cheating myself. At different spots, but still alternating. And the ad kicked in, so I couldn't hear your comment. Okay. It's a series of expansion of should diverge at -1. I'm just applying the alternate series test. Oh, okay. Okay, so let's try number 4. Actually, I will disengage my model because I think it only does that when I'm starting to write on things. When I read things, it's fine, but whenever I write things, it just zooms in and out. Okay, so limit of n goes to infinity. And I think we do this, and then we do this, and then multiply that by n here. And here. I love the ratio test. So much canceling. I know I've said that multiple times, but I can't get enough of that. It's like as soon as something cancels, I'm like, bye-bye. Bye-bye. And I'm saying it is alternating at both endpoints. So we cross this out, and then we cross this out. So we have 5 over 5x. 1 plus. Okay. So it seems like it's going closer to 0 at this case. Because it's like, yeah, if it goes to infinity on the bottom, then that means it's going closer to 0 at this point. I mean, that's how it logically looks. So if this becomes 0, then x will just basically disappear at this point. Meaning that doesn't that mean it kind of converges everywhere? No. Does it? mean, no, that's not right. Because if it's 0, then does that mean the radius is 0? Because like practically it just, like, anything goes into it, it just basically goes. I don't think that's the right way, because I know this will increase faster than this. So basically it will go to 0 faster, and this will just go into infinity whatever x is. And then basically 0 times something will obviously equal 0. So I think the logic fits. No matter what x is, it converges. So that means the radius is 0. Okay, no problem, Tyrion. Enjoy your walk. Oops. Because if it converges everywhere, then that means the radius is infinite, I think, right? If this area converges with all x, then yeah, so the radius is infinite. Okay. That's pretty cool, actually. Very cool. So basically you can have a series that basically leads to 0, and then like basically you have it can, like, you basically have a convergence within every point of it. I think that's really, really cool. It's like an infinity that tells you that it can give you a result at any point, which is really, really interesting. Okay, so that's number 4. I'm gonna check Quizlet to make sure that my logic is sound. But then again, I think, oh yeah, we have to do the radiance of, what is it? The interval of convergence. So that means it's infinite. That means it goes infinity in one way and the other. So let's check Quizlet. Go. First course in differential equations. Chapter 6.1, number 4. Yep, the radius is infinite and the interval is from negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay. Oh, actually, I should leave that open. I'm actually looking at them. Usually Quizlet is like an app on my phone, so I actually have to look at my phone to actually look at the answer. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I think I find the radius and the interval of convergence pretty interesting concepts. Let's try number 5. Let's do number 5, shall we? Okay. Negative 1k, 10k, x minus 5k. Okay. So I think when limit goes to infinity, k times that. Plus 1. It is pretty cool. I'm glad you agree, Cybus. The test says that if the limit is less than 1, it converges. Based on that, you get the radius of convergence. You are missing one step in your interpretation. And they need to stop messaging me. Python questions. I need a break. Wait, who's sending you Python questions? And where was I? Oh yeah, do this. And then X. Oh, no. equals the limit as k goes to infinity. And then 10 to the k times 10 to the k times itself dot, I don't know if we have enough space, but we'll, I think we do. So these go bye-bye, this goes bye-bye, and this goes bye-bye. I'm thinking of the NSYNC song. So -1 times, okay, no, x minus 5, like, I've been like crossing out k's a lot, that's why I'm like thinking of k's. Okay, so that's the limit, k to infinity. Hey Femfox fan, what's the best part of your day so far? I'm working with faculty member and they are trying to run some script to visualize data collected on an EEG. Oh, what's an EEG? And they are using scripts from a library that we are not familiar with. So a lot of trial and error. Oh, okay, gotcha. And now walking, I'm ignoring the DMs. No problem, no problem. Yeah, take your walk, relax your mind. So I think it's here, here, and then we can reduce this even more as k. Well, technically there is no k anymore. Let me see. Yeah, we crossed out that k, we crossed out that. Yeah, all the k's are gone, so basically we have 10 minus 5 over 10. I don't think we need to reduce that. Well, actually, I should put the symbols here. And I think, well, actually, we should leave it the way we should have left it the way it is. Because, and we have a radius 1. Now we gotta do the fun stuff. Take out this one. Oops. Fix that a bit. The cap to put on your head to measure electrical impulse. Oh, okay. Okay. To measure brain activity. Oh. The best part of my day so far was waking up this morning with some good ideas about how to solve mechanics problems that I got stuck on yesterday. Nice, nice. It's always great to have those moments. So, oh, we're gonna get 10 on the other side. And then that's going to be -10, and then we minus plus 5 on both sides. So x is 15 minus 10 minus 5. Okay, so that is our interval. So now we got to test it. Fun. So -5 and 15. Oh, here it is. So if we do -5 minus -5 minus 5, that will turn into -10. And so if that's -10, every odd one will basically make the result negative. No, because we have a -1 here, so then basically like every odd one will become a positive number at this point. And then every even one will be even, and then they will remain, oh, okay, so they remain no, because then, yeah, because that also affects this. So basically the k over here will affect the k over here. So if they're both squared, then they're both negative. So then basically if it's odd here and odd, so they're all going to be positive either way. So it's going to, so that one's going to diverge. I believe it's going to diverge. And then when you have 15, then 15 minus 5, that's just 10. And then basically when you, I might have already asked you this before, but what whiteboard software are you using? I'm using Miro. M-I-R-O. Miro. Or Miro if you want it said in a more English way. I pronounce it like, I guess like a Japanese pronunciation of that, because I'm so used to looking at Japanese and like, I guess in Roman lettering, that I pronounce like, whenever I see it in that format, I usually pronounce it in a Japanese accent. I'm not Japanese, I just basically studied the language when I was younger. Yeah, and I think the radius is 10. Yeah, I think the radius is 10 because we have to remember this formation, so... so the radius is 10. So if we have 15, then that will be 10, and then basically 10 times... And this will be positive, but this one will still remain negative whenever it's an odd. So it diverges when it is negative 5. But I think it converges when it's at negative 15. Because the other, when it's the odd number ones, we're gonna have a positive number here, but we're gonna have a negative number here. So as it continues to increase, all the odd number ones will be negative, so it'll be alternating. I believe that is the case. What number is this? Number 5. So let's see if we are right in that case. Answers to odd number problems. Let's just expand this so you guys can see. 6.1. I feel like we're making good progress though. 6.2. No. It's 5 and 15. Radius is 10, but okay, so it's not equal to those. Okay, so this one is not supposed to be part of it, so it has to be. What did I do wrong in the logic? Maybe I should have visualized it a bit better. I feel bombarded by the eggs. Okay, no more questions. Now I can really, I can go finally. Yeah, go ahead, Tyrion. Enjoy your walk. I thought you were already walking. Unless you're saying that to the people that are constantly messaging you about your project. Okay, so we got the radius right. It's just that, I guess I was doing, let's see. Because if it's 15, then 15 minus 5, that's 10. Maybe we have to do it by hand. I don't want to do it by hand. I wanted to do it without having to rely on that. So we got -1 and I think it's, no, it's 10. Erase that. So if it was just 1, then we would have -5 Yeah, because there's one here, that would be positive. And then plus here. Oh, what happened to my... Oh, I think there we go. I didn't minimize it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Like I said, my internet is not the best, especially since it's like changing from like spring to from winter to spring. Usually, like it always happens whenever the seasons change. Like it's like my internet connection would sometimes fluctuate. I'm sorry about that. It's something I can't control because I don't have control of the internet in my parents' home. That's usually my dad, and like I keep telling him to change the fiber, but he just doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to lose his cable TV. I'm just grateful that I'm able to like stream for you guys at all. So where were we? Oh yeah. So at this point, this will be -1, and then to 100. Yeah, because then k will be 2 at this point, and then basically if we have -5 times 2, then that would be 25. Yeah, that would be positive. And then if we do it again, so negative, and then that would be 1,000. I think that would be 125, but negative because it's 3. So it... Oh yeah, so this one diverges. Yeah, we already established that. So that one we agreed upon. Now for 15, so it will be 10 in this case, and then plus. So then this will be +1, and then this will be 100, and in this case it'd be 100. So that's 1. Oh, okay. I think I messed up. Yeah, that's why I messed up there. Oh yeah, this one's supposed to be -1. But then this becomes -1, and then this one becomes 1. So this one becomes -1, and this one becomes 1,000, and then this becomes 1,000. Oh, okay. So it's like 1 and it becomes 1 plus -1 plus 1, -1 plus 1. Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, break time. Okay, so I kind of see why 15 is kind of like why basically 15 is not included in there. I mean, it is an alternating series, but at the same time it's like 1 plus -1, 1 plus -1, which is, if you do the series, it's kind of like a half. But I don't think that's what we're looking for in this case. But that's actually pretty fun. I'm actually like, I actually had fun with those problems actually. I think like, what else is here? I think like after in this chapter, we also have to make a solution with a power series, and we have to do addition with a power series. Multiplication of a power series. The McMullen series. I haven't done those like in a classroom setting. I do know of them, but I just like haven't like actually done problems involving them. So I think that part is going to be a little bit interesting. I mean, I don't know, like if you guys are observing my progress with these power series so far, at least with the interval of convergence and the radius of convergence, like you guys will be the judge on whether you think I'm doing well in this, I guess this part of the process of learning power series. And I actually finished watching that Veritasium video that we were watching in the break time last time. I think like when I do math, I try to like learn bits and pieces of it, like basically just learn this bit of math, learn this bit of math, and learn this bit of math, and then just basically try to see where they appear in I guess in physics. I was gonna say nature, but I would say like just physics, because I'm mainly interested in physics. And see how they apply, I guess, the math to like the actual physical problem. And I think that's like the interesting part, because it's like, oh, I learned this bunch of math like from years ago, or I learned this part of math like a few minutes ago, and it's like, you're telling me that this is related to this particular physical system, and it's like, yeah, it can be. And I find that very, very intriguing. But it's like you're putting pieces of a puzzle together. It's like you learn something, but you don't realize how important it is, and then suddenly you realize, oh, it's applied to this. And then when you actually know that, it feels as if like you're more connected to, I guess, a bigger foundation. Which is not easy to do. Like, it's like you basically have to wrap your brain around like exactly like, oh, why do I have to apply this thing again? Just the typical stuff. But, like, you know, I think, like, that's how it is with, like, anything involving STEM, especially if you're, like, learning math and you don't know where it's applied to, and you have to do science. Like, if you're a biology major, you're wondering, why the heck do I have to learn calculus? Like, why the hell am I actually, like, learning Calc 2 when I don't really need it for, like, biology or chemistry? You know? But then again, like, if you get further ahead in those fields, like, maybe there is a branch of chemistry or biology that relies on those mathematical techniques. Probably some mathematicians are probably like, why do I have to learn physics? I'm not planning to apply my math knowledge to the physical world. And then, like, you know, like, who knows, they end up getting into a field of mathematics that somehow has to intertwine with physics that they never thought that they would be in, you know? And I think, like, that knowledge, like even though you love something, like, even though I love both subjects, I mean, I don't know, maybe, like, my knowledge of both subjects, maybe they will help me in a field that I never thought I would apply to. You know, like, because I know there's, like, a field in finance where you can apply physics ideas to it. I think it's called, like, econ physics or something like that. And I probably have talked about it on the stream, like, a couple times, but I find that field very interesting, because you're actually, if you are, I guess, a physics undergrad, and you learn physics to a certain extent, like on the, I guess, the mathematical side, you can apply, I guess, physical laws to, like, economic models. And I think that's pretty interesting, because it's like you're applying things that are involved with STEM, but then putting them into a money system. A system, like, you know, mainly towards, like, finance. And I think that's something that I think a lot of people that major in the sciences don't think about sometimes. And with math majors, like, if you're majoring in math in university, I think most math majors, they wonder, how am I going to make a lot of money being a math major, or, like, being a graduate with a math undergrad? And I think the only thing that it doesn't come to mind right away, but I think a lot of people that are in the math field usually would say, oh, why don't you be an actuary? And, like, people are like, what's that? It's like, oh, it's someone that basically calculates risk for insurance, or, like, anything involving the finance sector. And actuaries make a lot of money, but they have to do a lot of tests, like, every single year. I think they have to do it every year because it helps enhance their math skills in addition to uh, being able to like know how to calculate certain risk. I think because I've never done the actual like actuary exam or whatever, but I heard that being an actuary is like if you want to just get an undergrad in mathematics and you don't plan to do a PhD or anything, I heard that is a road that you could take. You took the first 2 actuary exams. Is there 3 or is there just 2? Vemvox, maybe you could share your experiences in the chat. I'm actually curious because whenever I talk to like I guess my friends' kids or like the ones that are good at math, I would suggest to them it's like if you want to get a job, if you want to major in mathematics and you want to get a job after university, I would tell them that one path that they can do is be an actuary. I don't know if that's really good advice or not because I've never been an actuary, but it's just a suggestion I throw out there. There used to be 7 or 8. I'm not sure about how it is now. Oh, okay. So you gotta take a lot of exams before you become an actuary, right? Like, you have to take those 7 or 8, like, based on what you know right now. Because we don't know how many exams you have to take for being an actuary. Or is it that you take like probably 2 or 3 before you become an actuary, and then you take the other 4 when you are an actuary? I read an article in the paper about 20 years ago that it said that actuary is the best job in the US, weighed over several different factors. Oh, really? Like, what would those factors be? Do actuaries just work with insurance, or do they work with other sectors? Because I think their main priority is just to calculate risk, right? Hey, Sasha, how's it going? We're doing some power series today. But what's the best part of your day so far, Sasha? We're just taking our break right now. And forewarning to anyone that's just joining the stream, if I lose internet connection, major apologies. Like I said, I don't control the internet connection as much as I would like. I think you take the first couple before you get a job, and then you take more exams later on during your career if you want to. Oh, if you want to, okay. Is that like basically those exams are meant to like certify you even more, or is that supposed to solidify you more as an actuary? Because I'm guessing if you want to take them, I'm guessing they're just perks, like to basically say, oh, you can be an actuary of this, or you can be an actuary for this market or that market. That's my guess, I'm thinking. Because you said if you want to. I had a friend who tutored me in math with me, and he was planning to take the first exam. So I told him I'd study with him. He ended up not taking the test, but I had already registered, so I just took it. Oh, okay. So Vemvox, does that mean you're an actual actuary, or you just took the exams? I'm guessing the exams are like, are they very math heavy? Or are they just basically just like, I guess like conceptual questions, you just, like they just ask you and then you're supposed to know it? I couldn't give you too much info because I never really pursued it seriously. Working in insurance or banking sounds kind of dry to me. The exams are math heavy. Okay. What level of math do you need to know? I'm pretty sure it's not proofwriting. I'm pretty sure it's not proofwriting. It's probably something more applied than that. Like any branches of math that you saw that were familiar when you took the exam? The first exam is calculus and statistic probability. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna say that's not bad or anything, but at the same time, it's like that is a lower requirement than I thought, actually. I thought they would have made you like do much higher math than that, but okay. No problem, no problem. If you guys don't want to take that, if you guys are tuning into the stream the first time, you will get ads, unfortunately. Unfortunately. I was just like checking out some stuff on my phone. Oops. I accidentally exited out Quizlet by accident. I didn't want to do that. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So the ads, I think, are supposed to be done now. For all of you guys that were stuck on the ads, welcome back. And if you're tuning into the stream for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, if you're lurking, you're more than happy to lurk. In addition, if you want a streamer to basically like be in the background while you study or just doing your own projects and you're still in front of the computer, you know, consider a follow if you can. If you want, because like my priority for my streams is just to get you guys doing the things that you feel the most passionate about to get productive on, but it's hard for you to get started, so you know, just something to consider. Hit the follow button on Twitch if you can, and if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, hit the subscribe button, drop a like and leave a comment down below. Just saying. But yeah, so like yeah, I think like if you want to get a job like after uni, like as a physics or a math major or both, I would say for math majors like actuary is probably a way to go if you want to earn like at least a decent amount of money. I think for physics majors it's probably easier for them to like do either, like if they're doing both math and physics at the same time, they can do actuary or like be an engineer. But then again, engineering jobs, I feel as if a lot of people have been like, oh, engineering is the way to go because it's more applied and I think a lot of people like caught onto it like the way programmers were, and I think people that were in comp sci, they are starting to slow down because there are too many computer science majors. So, you know, no, I hate money. That's fine, because like when you think about money, it is like, well, when you think of currency, it's sort of like made up by, you know, powers that be, whether it be governments or, you know, the people, the society itself basically creates this concept of what money is, and then we use it to exchange for goods and services. Like for me, not only do I like math and physics, but I also love learning about how money works. I think it's really interesting, like how, you know, like this always goes throughout history where it's like, oh, the rich get richer while the poor like remain poorer, you know, that sort of thing. And I always wonder, if this is such a problem, how come we haven't found solutions to those? And when I learn more about like how money circulates throughout economies and societies, now I know it sounds like I'm trying to be academic about it, but I just basically like read books from like, you know, people that talk about, I guess, like how money flows in layman's terms. And it's interesting how the rich have so much ways of getting money because of their assets, whilst the poor, they're constantly like working very hard. They work harder than like a lot of people, and it's like they're not getting a lot for like to survive because they're always paying bills and all that stuff, and it's not their fault. It's just like, you know, circumstances. And you know, like this has been a problem for like many generations. So I always find it very, very intriguing that whenever we try to, I guess, like, help people get out of poverty, it seems as though we're like moving the goalpost, like, to newer, I guess, like pinnacles, if that were. I know I'm not really making that much sense. It's just like, it's just hard for me to actually articulate it in words. Anyway, before we get started, I will be right back. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay guys, I'm back. So I think we can like get on to the next part of the power series. So I think I will leave my model on until we start doing problems. So let's just turn the study timer back on. Okay, I'm gonna take a cough drop. So if you hear me chewing, it's just basically me having a cough drop. I always take cough drops whenever I'm streaming, so it's not like my throat is like I have a sore throat or anything. I hope not, but it's mainly because, like, you know, sometimes I talk to you guys a lot, and also like I talk on my other stream as well. So sometimes my throat just basically say, "You've been streaming a lot, you've been talking a lot. Now it's time for me to actually have some relief. So give me that cough drop." Okay, so we did the interval convergence. We did like a couple problems involving those, so let's see what we have to do next. So, the Maclaurin series. I am familiar with them, but I do not fully understand them yet. Not yet. So, this is gonna be a new experience for me, I think. Okay, so do people normally memorize these? I mean, I remember like like, you know, the for E and for cosine and sine. I remember those. Not like the this part, not like the series part. I remember this. I remember this portion. Yes, I'm doing power series. I decided, like, because when I saw like this chapter on power series in this differential equations book, I thought, you know, why not just jump into power series? Like, because the way it read, it seemed like it kind of made sense to me, and I felt as if, like, I do remember the ratio test and the root test, but I don't remember the other series tests or like how to conduct problems with those. So I basically was like, you know, let's just jump into power series. Let's see what we can do here. We're almost doing complex analysis. Ah, I see. Yeah, I just felt like I should, because I never did power series before. I never even did Taylor series or Maclaurin series, so I never done problems with either of these things. So I was like, you know, let's just jump in and see what we can do. So for this is inverse tangent. I thought that was just tangent. Let's see. So it's similar to... Oh. So it's like sine, but not like sine. Because it has, because sine has the factorials underneath, but this one doesn't. That's very interesting. So, oh, okay, so this one has a factorial, but this one doesn't. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember, I have never memorized this part, this side. I know about this. Just not these. You should know that there is a function that emits all derivatives. We call them C infinity. Huh? Is that in complex analysis? Okay. Dividing power series isn't easy. I see. Do you remember, the E to the I T identity? Are you talking about for, Euler's equation? Or was it Euler's formula? No real analysis in general. Oh, okay. Does that have to relate to Taylor series though? Because I think Taylor series involves the a function that basically is the so basically I believe that the first term is basically the regular function, and then after that it's gonna be its derivatives of each power. So basically it's second derivative, third derivative, fourth derivative, and so on, right? You can use that to get yeah, I remember. That's Euler's identity, isn't it? Like, you know, cosine plus yeah, cosine of, like, you know, like of theta, and then plus like I sine of theta equals like E I of theta, right? I remember that formula. I was like putting like pi and everything in there, and I'm like, no, wait, I'm mixing it with Euler's identity with Euler's formula. No, Euler. Is it Euler? Yeah, it's Euler. Yeah. Why am I keep doing that. Like, why is it that I keep mixing up, like, pronouncing Euler and Euler? I always keep doing that. Dang it. Yes, exactly. We can work out Maclaurin series of analytic functions by computing derivatives. Let's see, because I think do they talk about Taylor series here? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Identify properties. All numbers. Analytic at a point. A function is said to be analytic at point A if it can be represented by a power series in x minus a with either positive or an infinite. Oh, okay. So with either a positive or an infinite radius of convergence. In calculus, it is seen as an infinitesimal differential function, such as, okay, and so on, can be represented as a Taylor series. Okay. So a Taylor series is just basically the derivative. Isn't this supposed to be a 2? Oh no, wait. Yeah, this is supposed to be a 2, right? This is the second derivative. I guess that's a mistype. Yeah, I just found it. Or by the Maclaurin series. So Oh, okay. So Maclaurin series is like when everything is zero, or at least like when x is no, when a is zero. Okay. I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, I've never dealt with problems involving Taylor series before. I don't know if we will need knowledge like that. Let's actually read a little bit about that. I have another textbook here. So let's see. Series and infinite series. Power series. Right here. This is another one of my favorite books. It's calculus for for scientists and engineers. It's very wordy, but at the same time, I really like it because I kind of grew up with this book, and it does its best to teach you like at least the math that is involved with like science. So I think for me, I feel as if like whenever I open it, even though it's hard, I feel as if it's like kind of like tailored to what I want to achieve with it. Here we go. Taylor polynomials. So what's an example here? Polynomials of sine. Find. So I'm guessing we're supposed to find the part of each one. Oh, okay. So it's like so is that every term? So I'm guessing. So it's Pn derivative. Okay. Mainders. Oh, here we go. Taylor's theorem. Let's see if f is have continuous derivatives up to. Oh, I didn't read what you typed in, Sasha. What is funny is that there exist functions that admits all derivatives, but they are still no equal to their Taylor series. What does that mean? Like, I don't get what you mean by that. Oh, okay. Ooh. Yeah, that looks really intense to do. Let's see, powers. But that's not true in general for smooth function. Oh. This is the main difference between real and complex analysis. So I'm guessing in complex analysis, does that help you like understand why the Taylor series of like say a certain function is the way it is? Or am I just like not getting the right concept here? All differential complex functions are an analytic. Yes. Oh, okay. I see. It's kind of funny that as long as you expand it to another dimension, in this case, like expand the real numbers to complex numbers, it just makes everything make sense. Every 18 minutes. What? Why is that? I thought it would be like, probably like once half an hour. I'm gonna take a look for a second. I don't know. Yeah, because like an ad every 18 minutes, that's not really what I would like. I thought it would be like a half an hour or so, not like every like 18 minutes. You can even see why the radius of convergence have to be what it is. Oh, okay. No problem, Sascha. Take your time. Take your time. But thank you for letting me know, Femvox. Because yeah, I didn't expect the ads to be that much. I thought it would be just like, maybe like once a half an hour or something. Unless that's what the algorithm determined it to be. Okay, so multiplication. So we used the power series of E, X, and sine. Okay. So I combine. Let's see. This one, this one. So we got 2. 4. Oh yeah, this seems like a doozy to do. Since the power series convergent, the power series, the product series converges on the same interval. Problems involving multiplication or division by power series can be done with minimal fuss using a computer algebra system. Oh, I'm glad they put that in the book. They basically said, don't try to do this by hand. At least they warn you. Imagine if a teacher did not tell you that and that was not in the textbook and you were doing that forever. Dang. I feel bad for people that have to go through teachers like that. Let's see. The 3 remaining sections of this chapter, it is crucial that you become adept to simplifying the sum of 2 or more power series. Each series expressed summation notation. Okay, I don't think we have done this yet, so I think it's time to actually learn a little bit about manipulating series and like adding them together. Okay, so write as one power series. Okay. Alright, so because I know when they have the same, when they have different numbers down here, like where n says n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 0, we can't have that. So We have to make sure that this becomes the same as this, or vice versa. Okay, so this is our original series, or original edition of series. Then we do. So, I'm wondering where this came from. This one. -2. This one x. So we see that both series on the right side start with the powers, with the same power x, namely x1. Now that the same summation index, we are inspired by the exponent x of x. We let k equal n minus 2 in the first series, and at the same time letting k equal n plus 1 in the second series. For n equals 3 in k equals n minus 2, we can get k equals 1 for n equals 0 for in k equals n plus 1. Hey, welcome back, Sascha. I mean, hopefully I'm making good progress here. I'm just wondering what this first term is from. Where they got that term from. We get k is equal to 1, and on the right side it becomes... So 2c... So n minus 1, so it started out with this, so n plus 1, so... Oh, okay. So... Oh, hello, MFG, Nenberg? Or Nienberg? Prove or disprove the following statement. If for all the natural numbers n, it holds that n cubed plus 1 times... Okay, you're giving me a problem. Okay, so might as well just try that out. Where's my program here? Here it is. It's all right. What's the best part of your day so far, my friend? And welcome, welcome, welcome. Prove or disprove any of the statements. Okay, so we can just write this one. I think we should just move over here so we can have more space. I think we'll just move my model out of the way. Isn't that, so the question is, if, oops, I don't like the way I wrote that. If for all natural numbers n, it holds that n cubed plus 2 times n is divisible by 3. here for A is A is an element of the natural numbers. Then every natural number is a solution to the equation 3 divides n cubed plus 2n. Oh, you need help with this problem. I'm an actuary, and a colleague asked me that question in our pause. Harder part is to show that n cubed plus 1 is divisible by 3. Look at it, mod 3. What do you do by the equation 3 divides n cube plus... That doesn't look like an equation. Oh, I know how to do it. I was just saying that the question is asking a definition. Okay, so for if all natural numbers n, it holds that... Okay. So basically it divides into 3. We just don't know what it is. Or like, it could be anything as long as it holds. Then every natural number is a solution to the equation 3 divides... Okay. I wonder what branch of math this question would be in. That should probably say there exists a member n. Oh. I'm guessing you mean this part, right? Then there... Yeah, I couldn't think of a shorthand way to write a divisor for like 3. That's why I wrote A there. Okay, so let's see. If there exists a natural number right, okay, yeah, that's a better way of writing it. With parentheses. just want to rewrite what MFG typed for us. Then every natural number is a solution. Okay. Now I can go back down. For all in n, there is such that okay. Let's see. The clause in the question following the word then just doesn't make sense. 18 minutes are up. Clicked on my other screen here. Okay. Hey Jasu, how's it going? What's the best part of your day so far, my friend? Okay, so then every natural number is a solution to So how should the entire thing be written, actually, Jeff Gross? Because I think every time when I rewrite it, it doesn't look right. So I'm just gonna write this part that you wrote before. We can pin it, yeah. Manually unpin it to the end of the stream. Okay. We'll pin the question so that we can all see it. Because we're not getting started on the problem. It's just the diction. I'm not writing it right. 3 divides is Boolean either true or false, not an equation. Okay, premise, call it statement P for all natural numbers and N. Okay. So let's just erase this. And then we'll erase this. know we're not really helping much MFG, but hopefully we can get somewhere. Let's see, the premise called P for all natural numbers. Oh no, for every natural number. Oh no, I was writing it right. For all natural numbers and it holds yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, I was thinking about doing shorthand because I was like, nah, this is taking too long. It holds that n cubed plus 2 times n. Oh, actually, I should have wrote 3 first. Should have wrote this first. Yeah, parentheses there. Every natural number is a solution to okay. You have to show P is to C. Okay, nice. Lose the word for. I think it's tautology. Oh. Okay, so let's see. Every number is a solution to. This is a really interesting one. I mean, I wouldn't know how to solve this. It's like step 1. Proof. We'll just start with the simple. It's like basically start off with the word proof. That's the way to start a proof. Write proof. Let's see. All n. So, do we have to make a contradiction with this? Every natural number is a solution to. But then again, that's proving it. As I said a few minutes back, 3 divided by is really either true or false, not an equation, so it doesn't matter, it doesn't make any sense to try and find the solution of it. Can't find a way to parse it. That doesn't make it a tautology. Yeah, I wouldn't even know how to start with this one. Does anyone know what branch of math this would be? I mean, is this in basic proof? Like intro to proofs or what? This is logic. Oh, okay. Number theory, it looks like... Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. That's a pretty big statement to make. All n in the natural numbers, it holds that 3 divided by n. 3 divided by n, n squared plus 2. Every natural number is a solution to... But we're not being asked to prove the statement. We're just showing it implies itself. Okay. But how would you do that? How would you show that, actually? Yeah, because I don't know anything about number theory, so I don't know how to start this. I don't know how I would start this. The only thing I know about, like, when it comes to proof writing is, like, a little bit of direct proof. S implies S for any statement S. Which problem are you trying to solve? The one that MFG provided us. Like, don't we have to come up with a proof with this? Even though I haven't taken this, I want to still be able to help. That's the reason why I'm kind of taking this on. Because, like, MFG was, trusting enough to ask us this problem. I'll let clarify, but as asked, the proof is just everything implies itself. I see. If you want to prove, that's harder. Oh, okay. I mean, hopefully MFG, that answers your question, because, like, it seems like we have a lot of awesome, smart people in the chat. I'm sorry I wasn't much help with that. If anyone is, like everyone that's basically helping to contribute with the effort to help MFG, thank you very much. I'll just put that aside for now. Let me continue on where I was. Here we go. We took a little detour there, but at the same time, like, I don't mind that whenever that happens, because I know, like, when I did my when I started my channel, I know there were gonna be people that come in to ask, like, a math question. Like, the only thing is, I feel bad if I can't solve it for them, because if it's, like, something that I'm not familiar with. Like, for basic calculus problems, like, say, like, taking the derivative of something, that's something I can do. But when it comes to, like, higher levels of math, like, unfortunately, I am not at that level yet. Okay, remember the summation is a dummy variable. One case. Conclusion, if you keep in mind that it is the value of the summation index that is important. In both cases, k takes on the same successive value as I'm just wondering where this term came from. If you're not totally convinced the result at 5, then write out a few terms on both sides of the equality. The point of this section is to remind you that salient facts about power series is that you are comfortable using power series in the next section. I'm guessing to finish solutions of linear second order differential equations. Okay. In the last example, okay. Okay, so the way they did this was that... So I'm guessing maybe the two... Wait. So... And... Oh, they got it from the series here. Okay. That makes sense. So if you have one... Yeah, that would turn to 0, so... Oh, so it has to be the terms before it. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because you're trying to get this part of the series. +1, +2. So you have to make sure that this part of the series is able to, like, make a easy manipulation for yourself for this part. The appropriate medications. So these problems. So we did a lot of reading this study session, but I think tomorrow we can actually start doing like problems. I think we're probably going to do the problems involving adding series together. Rewrite the expression as a single power series. Okay, so we're probably going to work on this one tomorrow, so that we can get some practice on how to manipulate series to form one series. Let's see. Let's see, problem, verify the direct substitution of power series. Okay. Oh, okay, so this one is actually using the power series to solve this one. Okay, so these other problems, I'm guessing they're involved with just Maclaurin. And that will do it for today's study session, guys. I know, like, we didn't do that many problems, but at the same time, it just feels like we're actually making some progress with power series. We're going to continue on with this section tomorrow. I think we're going to actually have fun doing the manipulation of series, like making these one series. Another thing to test myself out. So I'm probably going to read up more about this tonight so that we can be more prepared for tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and also for anyone that is stopping in for the first time, whether you're lurking or whether you just send a message, like one message in the chat, thank you very much. You know, like, drop me a follow if you want to, like, if you're interested in math, physics, or just need a little productive stream to keep you guys doing productive stuff that you have been putting off, or you just feel like you just need to something of an igniter to get yourself started doing the thing you need to do. For all those on YouTube, you know, give my Twitch a follow if you want to actually catch our live streams live. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you know, like I said before, all the links will be in the description down below. You know, hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you're watching this on YouTube. For everyone on Twitch, you're more than happy to join our Discord server, the Math Spellbook Library Discord server, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. Those are options that you guys can do. Let's take a look. I don't think anyone's streaming right now. Let's see. Yeah, no one's streaming right now, so I think we're just gonna end stream right here. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me today. And always remember, everyone is precious. You guys are just as precious as everyone else. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more Power Series. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.